What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the 10-7 show with Tyra, Goose, and myself. We are back like we never left.
Kind of, sort of.
That's what y'all just know about it. Y'all ain't know about it. But no, it's been a while since we've been on, and so welcome back. Excited to be back. A lot went on before the show today, so but a lot went on between the last time we talked to y'all and the last time and this time.
Yeah, like we went into a new year and now we're in a new season. Thanks.
How about that? A whole bunch of stuff. But y'all know we're gonna get into it. We got a lot to cover. We got a real good topic for y'all. We're gonna be talking about fantasy love versus healthy love. So you definitely want to stick around for that. But y'all know how we get down. We have the Dear 7 letters and all that good stuff. But as I always like to start our shows, I like to ask my people how they been. So Goose, Tyra, how y'all been?
You want us to start?
Yeah,
I'm a lot better now.
We're great now.
Right,
we're really good now.
Yeah.
Now that we're back on solid surfaces. So to explain the backstory, Goose.
I broke my ankle.
Mm-hmm. He went to Colombia. See what happens when you go to Colombia without your wife?
It could have happened with her. Anyway, I went to Colombia, broke my ankle, had to have surgery and the whole nine. Now I'm better, still in PT, but I'm coming along. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So, answer it if you want to, Goose. But how did you break your ankle?
All right. So, I was on a speedboat in Colombia.
Cartagena.
Yeah, in Colombia. But that's how you get to the Rosario Islands.
That sounds like a movie. That sounds like
That's
a
a
movie.
must. You have to go to the Rosario Islands, apparently.
But that's how you get to but the water coming back, I don't know if it's the water, I don't know. It was mad choppy. The speedboat jumping waves. Threw me out my seat. I landed on the ground on the floor of the boat. When I got up, I was limping.
It's a good story. I mean, if you have to break your ankle, do it in Cartagena.
Absolutely.
Apparently.
Absolutely.
But no, tell them about, and then we need to get into the topic. Your ER experience in Colombia.
Oh yeah, no, don't.
So, do we want free healthcare?
Yeah.
Said nah.
Yeah, it was
a little different.
Yeah, it's just not what you used to.
Understatement, Tyra.
Yeah, it's just not what you used to. Like there was no toilet paper in the bathroom.
There were no toilet seats.
There was no toilet seats. Like
wait.
Yeah, so they will me back, right? And you know how you they show you where you're gonna be treated at. And the mattress was leaned up against the wall. So the nurse, she knocks it down.
Right.
So she knocks it down. And then I'm waiting for her to grab sheets, And then she look at me like, you gonna get up there?
You see, I'm over here touching my pearl.
Girl, yo, imagine, when he told me there was no sheets on the bed, I was like, what do you mean? I don't, you're at a hospital.
Yeah, but you in the hospital or prison.
No, yeah, but you know what? If you feel bad enough after a while, you don't care.
You must have really felt bad.
He felt bad. He felt bad. He did.
So they gave me IV. They did. They put one piece of tape on the joint. And I was like, bro, that's not gonna stay. He was like, stay still. I was like,
that was his advice. That was the best advice he could give. Just don't move.
Just don't move.
It's common sense though, right? Like, don't move your hands.
Yeah.
I can't hear anymore. Like, I'm cringing.
But I would tell you this. When I was there, I got x-rays. I got I was nauseous. So at the night, so I got IV fluids for that, and IV medicine for the nausea and the x-rays. It cost me what, babe?
I think all told it was like $132.
Oh well, then we might have to.
He was worried because he was out of it, right? He's hearing pesos.
Yeah, so it was like, so even before they treat you, you had to give them like 250,000 pesos.
So he's
Colombian
like,
pesos.
He's like, I gotta call my wife. I gotta give these people money.
I
checked the statement. I was like, babe, it's $132.
Yeah, I just handed the credit card. I was like, yeah, I was like, how much was it? They came, like $120.
So that's how our 2025 ended.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, exciting stuff there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Now,
then we just came back from Italy, so that's how the 2026 started.
Oompa. So 2026 was good.
man, y'all getting y'all excursion on. Y'all getting y'all Dora the Explorer on. I like it.
Got my backpack.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to say, happy daylight savings day.
Oh yes.
Just in case y'all didn't know, like the time went forward. That's why we're on what might seem like a little bit earlier to you, and whatever. I'm trying to
No,
stall.
it's
Um, yeah. What we go? What we going to first, y'all?
well, normally we would do would you rather, but brain fart forgot to add that to the notes.
All right, so we going with the Dear 10-7 letters.
Yeah, let's
Here
do
we
that.
go.
So, oh, wait a minute. It's been a while. Here we go. So we are going to the what's the portion of the show where we read your letters. We got to catch up. All right, we got to catch up.
We're
Read your
rusty.
letters, your IMs, DMs, emails, whatever the case may be, and we read them and we give you our unprofessional professional advice on them.
I think it went something like that.
And when it's all said and done, Tara tells them,
Good luck.
and we hope for the best.
Truly.
All right. So who's taking the first one?
I got it.
All right.
Dear 10-7, I'm 46 years old, never been married, and I've lived enough life to know love can show up in all kinds of ways. Some beautiful, some painful. I've had my share of both. I've been heartbroken before, but I haven't closed my heart. I'm still open to meeting someone who's right for me. 3 years ago, I met a man, let's call him Jay, at a resort casino. In the beginning, things felt good. I was happy. But over time, the energy shifted. Because we move in the same circles and go to the same places, it was hard to walk away clean. I tried more than once, but every time he came running back, I let guilt talk me into giving him another chance. 4 months ago, after he crossed the line and was flat out rude, I finally ended it for good. Not long after, a neighbor told me he'd been stalking me. He denies it, but I've seen enough to know better. Here's where I'm struggling. Even with all that, there's still a pull. He's the only man who ever looked me in my face and said he loved me. And a part of me is scared no one else ever will. I know stalking isn't love. It's a sign of something unwell in him, but bumping into him all the time keeps stirring up old feelings. I can't afford therapy right now, so I'm asking for guidance on how to break this emotional hold he still has on me.
Well,
So,
yeah.
so I will say this. When you're trying to recover from addiction, one thing they say you need to do is change your people, places, and things.
Mm-hmm.
So you can start there. Now I know you got a friend circle, but then you may need to start asking who all over there.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense because clearly you're dating Joe Goldberg.
You need to go no contact.
Yeah, but how can she do that if he pops up places where she lives, you know?
Into each
But
other.
they're not. So I'm gonna just say y'all not just running into each other. If he's stalking you, he's
Right.
it's not accident.
Right.
Like he's
Exactly.
going where you're.
Well, all of them not an accident, but she did say that they have the same friend circle. So if somebody has a barbecue or you know what I mean, a hangout, then he's likely to show up because he's a friend.
One thing that kind of confuses me is if you met this man at a resort casino, unless it's like in your town, how did y'all get to have the same circle of friends? That's weird, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing that bothers me is that she said he's the only man that looked her in the
years.
That he loved her, and she thinks that nobody else will look her in the face.
That's proud.
Honey.
Well, she's scared. She's scared of that.
There are 8.3 billion people in the US or on the earth. 8.3 billion people on the earth. And you mean to tell me this one person out of 8.3 billion people on other continents you never even met, you think that's the only person that's going to.
Yeah, she should get out of her neighborhood.
Yes. That is
Places and things.
I mean,
an intrusive thought that you need to deal with.
mhm.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
is that our advice to her? Change your surroundings, your persons, your places, and your things.
absolutely.
Well, and then the other thing about it is the friends that you guys have in common, especially your girlfriends, do they know how you feel, and do they know that you seriously would like to remove yourself so that they can not invite him to things if they invite you, or vice versa?
Ew, it's like they got a divorce and the friends can't figure out which party to keep. Like you got to choose. But
Mm.
I wonder, like I'm saying, like were they her friends or were they his
So
friends?
they said 3 years ago they met, so it could be a combination.
Hmm.
Could have been like friends connecting friends.
Yep.
True.
Could have been something like
Yeah, but I don't know if that. I guess for safety reasons, I would suggest you remove yourself. Like move to
Agree.
the town. I don't know what your work situation is, but yeah, if you could get away from him, get away from him before you wind up locked up in his basement. So we're going to say to you, good luck.
Good luck.
Moving on.
that means it's on to it's my turn.
That would be you.
We go ahead and zoom this in a little bit. I can't do it. I don't have. All right, here we go. Dear 107, my son is getting married in July, and to be honest, I'm dreading it. I had him so young, so in many ways, we grew up together. He's a good man, hardworking, loyal, and loving, and he was not raised to be used or taken advantage of. But that's exactly what I feel is happening. The woman he's chosen is, in my eyes, a lying, conniving, lazy master manipulator who has worn him down to the point where he barely resembles the man he used to be. Um, he can't see it, but my husband and I can. He thinks she he thinks she hung the moon. Oh, I'm sorry. He thinks she hung the moon. Meanwhile, she's a full-blown narcissist. She stays glued to her phone from sun up to sundown and doesn't cook, clean, or take care of their daughter in any meaningful way. My son works all day, then comes home and takes care of the house and my granddaughter while she sits around making excuses. She honestly believes that putting on Miss Rachel and sitting in the same room scrolling TikTok counts as parenting. There's little to no interaction with that child. She hasn't made any effort to improve their situation. If anything, life seems harder because of how she chooses to live. She's been working on getting the driver's license for 4 years now. Oh, jeez. Sorry. When whenever something goes wrong, it's always someone else's fault, and somehow she's the hero in every story she tells. Every conversation circles back to her. I truly believe my son is making the biggest mistake of his life by marrying her. She won't change because everyone around her, including him, keeps enabling her behavior. What can we do? Woo.
Mind
Absolutely nothing.
So you going to the wedding or no?
Exactly.
your business.
Mind your business.
What you
Because
gonna do?
it sounds he has to. If what you're saying is true, that is your son. You said y'all grew up together. So if what you're saying is true, he will eventually see that. But you have to allow him space to see her for who she really is. And what you don't want to do is end up becoming the enemy to your son, and then he ends up not dealing with you because you seem like you don't respect the wife. I don't know if they had a deal where she was to like stay home and then he was to work. You don't know that, and really, it's none of your business. If the child's not being abused physically, she not starving the kid. life is different now. And to me, it sounds like she wants her to parent the child the way she parented the son, her husband. And you can't expect you from another woman. And so I would just caution the mom to be careful. Are you expecting you from your son's soon to be wife?
Yeah, I mean, he chose her, so you can't really say anything.
If she's expecting the wife to act, think, and behave like her, you're going to be disappointed.
Every time.
Different. Her life is different. She don't think like you. Obviously, it's something that your son sees in her, and what you're saying could very well be valid. But if he don't see it and he don't make the choice to leave or do whatever needs to be done, you really just need to mind your business and support him as much as you can until he decides to not be with her anymore.
Yeah.
But you doing this, you gonna drive a wedge.
I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said. That was strong, Jack. Strong, Jack. Oh, good
Is
job,
she
Jack.
jealous?
She could be. She could be. I mean, listen.
The only so I was wondering the same thing while I was reading it, Goose. I was wondering if it was like one of them. That's my boy. Like no woman is ever going to be good enough for my. But she said her and her husband saw it, so I was kind of like, maybe they
No,
maybe.
No, I'm not talking about like that, like a mama's boy type John. I'm talking about my husband ain't always made me work. My husband ain't never let me stay home.
No.
Why she get to stay home?
You think?
Listen.
I wonder what. I wonder
at how many women are jealous.
I can't hear you, Tyra.
Oh, I said you'll be surprised at how many women become jealous of their daughters. It happens very frequently, yes.
there was a very famous case of that
Yes.
in Philadelphia back in the 90s.
Yep.
Back in the early 90s.
Killed her daughter.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Do you?
You'll do if you say the name.
Yeah, we could discuss it off air. But it was a very, very famous, very famous case. Actually, it just popped up in the news again for something. I just read something.
But this is her daughter-in-law, or soon to be.
The difference.
I would be interested in knowing from the son, not from the mother, the question of, and it ain't none of my business either, but what does she bring to the table? Because the mother has it from her own perspective.
Right.
The son obviously probably sees something in some value. What is it?
I mean, he thought enough of her, and I know it doesn't take much, but he thought enough of her to start a family with her and to continue on and want to marry her.
Well, is that their child? Because the mother keeps saying the child, like she's not saying my grandchild.
I believe, because I think at one point doesn't she say my grandchild or my granddaughter?
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that part, but I just think this is a slippery.
But also, Tyra, you know what? Maybe she's not close to the granddaughter or the grandchild because she's not close to the mom. That's, you know what I mean? Like, that lady probably knows that her mother-in-law doesn't like her.
And she probably don't care.
And I'm sure she doesn't care.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't know. I mean, she complaining about her being on the phone. I'm like, a lot. I mean, that's just the way of the world. It is.
Who
are addicted to their phones.
My question to you is, what you wearing to the wedding?
Right. Are you going to support?
Right, because you're gonna go. Like, we know you're gonna go to your son's wedding. Come on, y'all grew up together at your BFF. You're going to the wedding. You want to suck it up.
That's the issue.
Let me play that one other side that I like to play.
Okay.
I would be interested in knowing what the son's dating experience has been up to this point. Like, was it because the like? Let me pull something from the letter. It's could be one of them very intelligent, very intelligent people that doesn't really have that kind of life, like that always focus on maybe their education and whatever. Now they getting big money, and they came across this female that showed the interest, and boom, 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 fireworks. Let's get married. Like, it could be one of those two.
Show us their wedding picture. You should have attached the wedding picture. They might explain everything.
It's in July.
I see the bridesmaids for sure.
They might explain everything.
I don't know. But we all agree she needs to mind her business and wear something really pretty to the wedding. And update us and send us pictures, please.
Yes.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Goose did it.
So you can see we live, y'all.
We
We
are
are
live.
Yeah,
live.
I
That
think
ain't coming out the video.
No,
I think when I think
that's gonna be a blooper.
we have like a whole blooper reel that we still have to put up. I
Mhm.
think my foot hit the railing and knocked the light down. Oops, my bad. Good.
It happens.
Stable.
Well, well, while Goose is taking care of that, we have our last Dear 10-7 letter of the show. Do you want me to pull it over? You want?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Make it as big as you can.
I'm so glad that thing didn't break.
All right.
Is that it right there?
No,
Oh,
right
It's
there.
the third one, Justin.
All right, here we go. Dear 107, I've been married to my husband for just over a year now. And I have been starting to, can you make it a little bigger? I have been starting to get annoyed with how nice he is. Yes, I know that sounds crazy, but it's getting to a point where I'm finally starting to see just how much he lets his family, friends, and even strangers walk all over him. For example, his sister constantly asks him for favors like rides to the airport at 4 a.m., help moving apartments, last minute babysitting, and he always says yes, even when we already have plans. He'll apologize to me for canceling, but he never tells her no. At first, I thought this was just him being kind, and I admired it. But now I'm starting to feel like he's unable to set boundaries. It's beginning to affect our marriage. I sometimes feel like I come second to everyone else's needs. I also worry that one day this will turn into resentment, either toward the people taking advantage of him or toward me for pointing it out. When I try to bring this up to him, he tells me that I'm being selfish and that it's important that he can be there for the people in his life. Am I being too critical? Is this just a difference in personality, or is it reasonable to want your spouse to have stronger boundaries?
mm.
I can't. I don't know.
Um, go ahead.
It
So
feels like he might need to have some stronger boundaries, or just be able to say, feel free to say no once in a while.
yeah, but I didn't really care until he was canceling things. Like he had plans
Right,
for one
Right,
thing,
right,
right,
exactly.
right.
and somebody called and you be like, oh, we can't do that now because I gotta do this. Now that's some real sucker stuff. You dig what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
beyond that, I didn't care because now to me, she has a real complaint.
Mhm.
Right,
You dig
right.
what I'm saying? Beyond before that, I was like, how is this affecting you?
Right.
You
Like
dig what I'm saying?
when does he put you first? That's what I'm wondering now after hearing that letter.
Yeah.
Like when do you come first?
Hmm.
Well,
Apparently never.
Hmm.
I'm sure she comes first at some, you know, I'm sure she comes
When
first.
she come first when nobody else need nothing.
Uh
What
huh.
is Justin
Or
laughing?
when he needs something he can't get from his sister. This come first. Um, so this is my deal. I think y'all, if this is early in the marriage, y'all need to go to
Oh.
counseling about this because it seems like that he's
So,
trying to see it trying to see from your point of view.
but did
So,
she mention it? She didn't even say she's mentioned it.
she hasn't. But she should no, because she said he told her. Oh no, is she being too selfish? I think you should talk to him. Really
Yeah.
talk to him, sit him down, tell him how you feel, like how it's making you feel,
Mhm.
and then give him some time to make adjustments. But y'all only been married for a year, and if he really is like dead on, like canceling for you to do, especially if it's not like somebody not sick in the hospital.
Right. You just got to babysit the
Nah,
dog. Like, come
Absolutely.
on. Yeah.
y'all only been married for a year. Y'all need to get to know each other. Y'all need to be able to blend. You know what I mean? And you can't do that if you hopping up and doing something for everybody else every time. So it's
Mhm.
only been a year. I would say talk to him, go to counseling, and if it's
Mhm.
still gonna work out, it's only been a year. Get up out of there before it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you
He's not
talk to him,
changed.
be honest and be serious.
Yep.
Any attitude you got, you can leave that because that's not
That
going to
makes it
work.
Yeah,
worse.
right. I'm saying if
And
you're
this
interested
what
in
you
staying
do.
in the
Take them
marriage,
to lunch.
yeah.
Take them to lunch. Have a conversation over a meal. You can't get too much attitude
Take him to lunch. I
at the
mean,
restaurant. Too much
well,
hollering and stuff.
well, I don't know.
I don't think she would holler, but you know what I mean. Just
It
really
depends on his response.
how you want to, what you want to say, how you want to say it, so it doesn't come off like, you know what I mean, like rude. Like make sure that you're calm first before you talk to him. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's early, and like this could end up being a big problem down the road. It
Yeah. So
really,
you should say something now while it's still
yeah,
young.
yep.
Mhm.
Say it now.
I'm
How
sorry,
long,
I
how long
know
was
we
y'all together?
but Nook coming over.
Not nook
How
nook.
long was y'all together before y'all got married? Like what? Like was it the thing then?
It was because she said she thought originally like he was doing it, and she thought it was like she admired it.
Uh,
You know what I mean? But now it's
mm.
like, hold on now. You know what I mean? Like I'm your wife, but
But you ain't yeah,
Number one.
yeah, you ain't number one.
you're not. Not in
Alright.
his mind.
Well, Tara, what we want to tell him?
Luck.
Yeah, there you have it.
There it is.
Um, Next segment of the show is a segment that we have every now and then, and Tara takes care of this segment. So Tara, my feet are off the floor. You go ahead, take it away.
Okay. This is Am I the Asshole, guys? So this was not written to us, it was written to Reddit, but we have a lot of opinions to give. So here we go. Am I the a hole for having a threesome after my husband left me? Bum, 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 bum. I already feel like I'm the dumb one for even asking. I just feel like I'm in upside down world and want to know what others think. I was with my husband for 25 years. 16 months ago, right before Thanksgiving, he left and simply did not come home. He literally went to buy a pack of cigarettes and never came back. He
Mm.
refused to respond to me or our son. In late January 2025, I finally got him to at least see me and try to communicate. He said he wanted to see me regularly and see if we could work our way back to better times. But on our son's birthday, he blew me off and ghosted me again. What'd you say, Justin?
Okay,
Okay.
we're back now. We're
It was
back
so weird. So was I still going?
in real life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want me to start over or pick up where I left off?
Pick up at in late January 2025.
Um,
Last sentence,
Last sentence,
second
second
paragraph.
paragraph.
okay. Okay. In late January 2025, I finally got him to at least see me and try to communicate. He said he wanted to see me regularly and see if we could work our way back to better times. But on our son's birthday, he blew me off and ghosted me again. After that, I gave up. Obviously, I knew he was with other women. So I worked on getting in shape, getting my self-esteem back and began dating too. Our kids were sick of seeing me sad over him and I was too. I met a wonderful woman and started a non-monogamous relationship. This led to two threesomes. November 2025, I saw him again, and once again, he told me he loves me and wants to be together. He slept with 9 women in the year he'd been gone. Is that a lot? Okay. He will not stop going on about how my threesomes, was truly the ultimate betrayal and worse than anything he did. Something about how that was special and something I should have only done with him. I feel like I'm losing my mind because I can't understand how my moving on after he abandoned our family was with 9 other women is the worst betrayal. We are clearly both hurt. I do not want to compete for the worst hurt, but I'm getting very frustrated being confronted about this constantly while he pretends my hurt is no big deal. So tell me, was my betrayal worse? Am I the asshole?
Um, I don't
No,
even think what you did was betrayal because he abandoned the marriage.
Repeatedly, repeatedly.
And he's gaslighting, honey. I need you to look up the definition to gaslight because
Mhm.
this man is gaslighting you and he is a diabolical emotional manipulator. And you need to run, and you should have been got divorced the first time he abandoned you.
Amen.
diabolically emotionally manipulative, and this man will have you in a straitjacket if you don't get away from him.
Oh my God, so well said, Tyra. What?
Man, I'm just saying everything happened for a reason.
Yeah, like why would you? He a bit like I don't.
No, what I'm saying.
No, he's going in a different direction.
Yeah.
He's going in a
All
different
I'm
direction.
saying is, after you said you finally got him to talk to you, did you ask him why he left you? And if you did, and he told you, why is that not in the letter?
Because you always have to make yourself look better.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
But this is am I the asshole? So,
Even still,
That's what I'm saying. I don't have enough information to answer your question.
yeah, and I'm not
I don't think what if what she's saying is the real like let's forget about all that. The fact that like we know he's gaslighting her, regardless of what went on in their 25. That is a gaslight, a manipulative. He is emotionally manipulating her.
I get it, and I understand that. But suppose his reasoning for leaving, which is dumb, he wanted to explore things sexually with her and all that kind of stuff. And now, as soon as he leaves, then she go doing her thing, and then she told him about it. Now he's manipulating.
Really? He's been with 9 women in 1 year. That's a lot of cooch in 1 year.
He left after a holiday with nothing, no call. He totally
it wasn't cool to do the kids like that either.
No.
Now that's corny.
But it shouldn't have even been like really after that. That was grounds for her to leave him. Like he just how you walk out and never come back, don't call.
He definitely
went to have children.
Never came back.
Flip the script and make her look like the bad guy when you walked out on your wife and kids.
You know, I'm just churning the dirt. That's all I'm doing.
Not churning.
Like, I don't understand. Like, even if she was wrong, and maybe she is wrong, or whatever the issue is, you still have a responsibility to be a mature adult. Yeah. And so you didn't like what was going on in the marriage, and you chose immaturity, and you walked out. So you can't be mad at
Well, listen, I'll say this: he didn't choose violence.
I know he didn't, but
that's admirable.
Abandonment. You still chose to not honor the vows that you made. You still chose to do what you wanted to do. So you can't get mad. How you mad at her when you went and did what you wanted to do? It don't make sense.
If everything is the way she said, true. But I just find it funny when nobody write a whole letter and don't say nothing about themselves.
That is true. And they were married for what, 25 years? So I did find that.
So if y'all want, I can go back on Reddit and pull up some of the
I'm just looking at just the window of what she gave us. Mm-hmm. Right. You know what I mean? Like you just, how you on Thanksgiving? Like you just walk off, don't call nothing. She was worried. She might have thought you was hurt.
She burnt the turkey.
25 years of burnt turkey. He said, I
can't do this no more, man. I don't want no more burnt turkey.
Just say, I don't want to do this no more. But don't disappear and have people looking for you. Like that's common sense. Like, come on.
Well, we know that's not common.
I just kind of feel like he was probably mad because he ain't had no parts of that threesome or any of those threesomes.
That's why he's mad. That's the only reason why he's mad.
But this is the thing.
Who left though?
But this is the thing. Bro, just go have one.
He probably did.
If you pulling that much tail, then you call one of them 9 women that you was with. Get come through. What the hell?
You could have did that. And you like it's just I think
you're salty. She moving on. That's what it is.
Yeah, she got herself together. She not because it sounds like she lost weight or whatever. So she might have kind of, you know what I mean? Maybe he wasn't attractive to her anymore. And instead of saying that and expressing that,
he could have. We don't know.
I don't know. He could have. I don't know. But she got herself together.
She didn't mention that shit though.
That she got herself.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm decent now, y'all. I'm not a big fat fatty anymore.
That's all I'm saying. It's either tragedy for her or she bigging up for herself. She won't show none of her own flaws.
Look,
none.
People not. You don't. That's when whoever writes the letter.
She could have. All she could have said was she could have said, "I know I wasn't the perfect wife, but I didn't deserve this," and I'd have been happy with that.
All right.
So does that make what he did? It doesn't make what he did any better.
Oh, it doesn't. But
Oh,
all
okay.
I'm saying is, if you want people to believe your stuff, it has to be believable.
That's
So
fair.
you saying you don't believe her? Like I'm trying to get
I'm
to.
not saying that I don't
It's
believe
more
it.
to the
It's
story.
easier to believe if it's a whole story
Yeah.
instead of
Got you.
just
I
half
got
the
you. Most
story.
people don't write a whole story. Most people
Mm-mm.
don't.
No, she give a Donald Trump story. That's what she doing.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. We just got
I'm
gas.
the victim.
Three
Yeah.
sides to every story.
Yeah.
Three sides to every story.
Everything I do is good.
Well, some people are just a perpetual victim, so there's nothing you can do about
Some people are. And you're right. There are three sides to every story.
that. And we will never know.
Thank you, Jermaine. Appreciate it.
So the end of this, to me, if I had to say, no, I don't think she's the
Yeah, I
asshole.
don't think she's an asshole.
No, I don't think she's the asshole.
Justin.
Nope.
Nah,
Cool.
no, I don't think she is.
Right.
Next time you see him, add another dick.
So yeah, so I'm thinking like, so it must have been
How is that?
non-monogamous and a dude. So it was 2 chicks, 1 dude.
Mhm.
Listen, it's going to hurt him.
That's what I'm
It's going to
saying.
hurt him. So
Absolutely. And it's not his.
One thing is how you hurt when you love. That don't
And you had sex with 9 other with that's
You had sex with 9?
Because it's not about him, it's about her.
Doesn't
I don't
matter.
understand.
A lot
Hey,
of
listen.
Wait. We're not talking about
You
me.
understand.
right,
I
right. We talking about me. Now, I mean, I'm
So
Why does he even have the right to be hurt?
I'm not saying he has the right to be hurt, but here I'm gonna give it to you from a guy's perspective. The only way that I feel like I can explain it
I
in this
just want to
moment.
understand sincerely.
In this moment,
Mhm.
okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go to baseball. Bryce Harper plays for the Philadelphia Phillies. All right,
Okay.
he used to play for the Washington Nationals.
Okay.
The year he left the Nationals and signed with the Phillies, the Nationals won the World Series.
Okay.
Now he decided to leave
Mm-hmm.
and take the money from the Phillies and play for the Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
But that don't mean it didn't sting to see his old team win that championship.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he
So-
does. That's that sting.
Because he's
So is it
human.
a thing? Like I'm
Yeah,
trying to
that's what I'm
understand,
saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when I said it'll hurt him.
why
to
do
add
you get
that-
to be hurt though? Like I don't understand.
It's not about do you get to be. It's still you can still be hurt. Like, you
Absolutely.
can't just be like, oh, well, I got to suppress this because I don't have no I don't have no room to feel
You know,
this
some
way.
emotions just come
Feel
naturally.
that way.
Right.
Wait a
Like
minute,
what?
where was your emotion when you were sleeping with these women? That's what I'm saying. Like, why do we have emotion now? Now that you done found, why is there emotion now?
Because
Because
he
there
found
is.
out that she had a threesome and it wasn't including him. So now he's like, how dare you? No, we're not talking about me and all this tail that I just got. We're talking about you.
We talking about your whole
Why
ass.
you got 2 dicks in my bed? That's the problem.
In your bed? What? You don't have no bed.
But that's what he said. We bought this bed together, yes, and we bought the sheets together too. And I got slammed on it by 2 random dudes.
This is what happened when you allow people to entertain their delusion.
Somebody's taking
Delusion.
my place.
Delusional. Delusional.
And you know
He gave
what
up your.
I mean.
He gave
I'm
up.
not mature enough. I'm not mature enough for this conversation. I'm not mature enough for this conversation.
Yo, that's my song. Goose.
Clearly.
Y'all done put that. When this show is over, I'm putting that song on.
Sleeping
That's
in
my
my
jam.
bed.
Huh?
You ain't
Ain't
feel
messing with here,
That's
messing
my
with you.
jam.
Because I clean my glasses.
That is crazy.
What?
But okay. Next.
All right, what happened?
That was it, Tyra. That was
That was
it.
the MI to A-hole.
Yeah.
All right.
Now Goose is cleaning my glasses. Hold on, I can't say.
It's all right. I got this part. It's my turn.
That's right.
So while he's cleaning them, but by the time he's done, we'll be back in service. So here we go.
Mhm.
So today we're talking about if you got the link to the show or whatever, you saw the fantasy love versus healthy love. Okay, and that's what we're talking about today. That's our topic. We might want to know a little bit about it. So here we go. Today we're breaking down the difference between fantasy love and healthy love, and how the I got my hand on it, and how the fantasy version can quietly keep people single, disconnected, or stuck in the same patterns. Fantasy love is idealized version of relationships we create in our heads. Healthy love is the real imperfect human version that requires vulnerability and growth.
Mm-hmm.
That's my TED
Mm-hmm.
talk. Thank you.
Thank you for coming to his TED Talk.
Yeah, that's what I was supposed to say.
All right. So I want to start off by saying Goose brought this topic to us because I was out of ideas. And in researching it, it got me to thinking about like the difference between fantasy love and a real, healthy, honest love, right? And
Mhm.
it's they're wildly different from each other. So basically, in my research, fantasy love is basically the relationship that you build in your head. Okay, it's the version where everything feels easy. Uh, Nobody triggers you. You never have to have those uncomfortable conversations. You don't have to look at your own patterns. It feels safe, but only because it's not actually happening in real life. Are y'all following me?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Healthy love, you guys, is the exact opposite. So, healthy love feels grounded, it's real, it needs communication, honesty, accountability, empathy, patience, all the stuff that actually builds a relationship. It's not
I got the
perfect,
patience of June.
right? It's not perfect, but it's consistent, okay? And a lot of how we show up in love comes from our childhoods, which we all know that. Whatever our experience was with our caregivers becomes our blueprint. You still following me?
Hmm.
Okay. Any questions?
Not really.
All right, well, I'm going to dig into it then.
Okay.
So, if love back then when you were a kid, right, was inconsistent or distant, chaotic or conditional, which between a parent and child is supposed to be unconditional, but everybody grew up different. We might repeat these patterns as adults because they feel familiar. You get that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's why some people chase unavailable partners or think calm love is boring. Fantasy love feels safer because it doesn't activate old wounds. Then there's the attachment triggers. When someone gets too close emotionally, old fears can pop up. So you may shut down, you may pull away from the person you're in love with, lose interest, nitpick for stuff that is random, like you didn't put the dishes away. You may overthink or self sabotage, not because that person is wrong, but because closeness feels risky. And that's all rooted, allegedly, according to Psychology Today, from your childhood. So fantasy love avoids all of that, right? Healthy love brings it up so you can actually deal with it. I'm going to stop here because I know y'all have questions.
Well, I guess one of my questions would be: are is fantasy love and healthy love both real? Are they
So,
real? Because when you say fantasy, I think like it's not real.
no, it's
But
not like your AI girlfriend. It's not like
Yeah,
that.
no.
It's almost like infatuation that some people think is love.
Right. It's like the perception of your relationship.
Right.
so okay, so it's not
You
because when
know,
I
like you know how we get letters and we be like, "Oh, you're his girlfriend, but he's not your boyfriend."
yeah. Mhm.
She is in a relationship, but it's
Oh,
fantasy.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
see. I
Yeah.
was thinking about it a little in a little different way, more so of like our relationship. What I guess in the same way, but our relationship is this in my head, and I want to make sure everything stays good.
Right.
Where that's kind of fantasy, where there's going to be issues.
Absolutely. Or the person that says,
Well, that's
"I'm
what
not
they're
going to talk to him about this because it'll make him upset," or
right.
"I'm not going to do that
But then
because
you're
that."
never going to have a healthy relationship because you
Absolutely.
have to have uncomfortable conversations.
And you're not being yourself
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Like,
to yourself, even.
yeah. Tyra, you have any thoughts?
I'm still listening.
Okay. All right. So then
Processing.
let's throw in another layer, right? Intimacy, emotional versus physical. Okay. Some people can be physical without being emotionally present, like sleeping with 9 women in 1 year. Others can be emotionally close, but shut down physically. So that usually comes from some sort of trauma. I'm sure you guys have seen that before. Trauma, shame, fear of being seen, fear of losing control. Fantasy, having a fantasy romance, lets you stay in whichever version feels safe or safer. But healthy love asks you to bring both together. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm just checking in.
Okay.
Okay. So a lot of people also avoid intimacy by staying busy. So overworking, over exercising, whatever your shtick is, you do that to avoid the intimacy of the relationship. Um, Fantasy love fits into that lifestyle because it doesn't require presence. Healthy love does. That part I didn't understand.
Wow, wait a minute. The fantasy.
Fantasy love fits into that lifestyle because it doesn't require presence. Healthy
That's
love
true.
does.
Right.
Presence, like in the
Presence.
physical.
No.
Like being like
Like, hey,
emotionally
are you here?
Oh
cognizant
You
yes.
did what
in
I'm
the
saying? So
moment.
it's like you're a robot. You doing everything you can not to go the fuck home.
Hmm.
So you
Right.
go to work. I'm going to the gym. I'm going here. I'm going there. Anything I can do to avoid that
To
person.
avoid your reality.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Or you can be home and not present.
That's
You
true.
don't have to necessarily, you
Oh
can
yeah.
be home and totally mentally disconnect
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
in the house. Yeah, so I could see that.
And I
But
guess like it that makes to me, I think that would make intimacy like more difficult because if your mind is not there, then it's hard for your body to really engage. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
I think some people have become used to mindlessly engaging.
Oh, for
So
sure.
Oh yeah. People every day, all day.
realize that they mindlessly engage.
Hmm.
Yes, so you can. Yeah, you can get to that.
Yeah. This next phase I thought was super interesting. So it's called the ordeal phase. And it says that every relationship reaches this point eventually. So it's where your stuff comes up, their stuff comes up, the fantasy starts to fall apart. Most people think that this means the relationship is wrong, but honestly, this is where intimacy starts. Like you're willing to stick with it and run the course. That's the moment where trust and depth are built. So I guess that's where the fantasy starts to fall apart and then maybe the healthy, like if we can get over this, then this shit
Absolutely.
is probably real. And then projection, guys, is another big one. So it says when you catch yourself saying things like they need to communicate better, like you're saying this about your partner, they need to communicate better, or they need to be more ambitious. Sometimes you're actually describing something you struggle with. So it's like you're saying your partner or whoever you're in this relationship with needs to do this, but it's actually you that maybe needs to take a step back and reflect and do it as well. Um, so fantasy love lets you stay in the crucial role, whereas healthy love asks you to look at yourself. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up now. So at the end of the day, just so we're all clear, fantasy love is easy and idealized. Healthy love is human and transformative. Fantasy love feels good, but healthy love helps you grow. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Oh, I saw. And I agree with that, especially that second to last statement where they were talking
Mhm.
about difficult conversations. I was watching a video where a couple said that they had got to that point in their marriage where, like, everything was a problem. So they went and they said that they had, like, they went and wrote down everything about each other that they didn't like.
Ooh,
Yes.
ooh, ouch.
They everything. But I'm gonna tell you, it's a good end. And they exchanged it. And they sat down like without anger and went through every single thing, like discussed what they did not like each other
I'm
about each
going to
other.
that
Said
tape.
that made their marriage so because they was in that fantasy love. Like they was angry, but they wasn't talking about it to keep the peace. And it was eventually that bubbles over.
Yeah.
And so it was to that point where things was bubbling over, and they was like, "Nah, I don't like this, 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 this. I don't like this. And they actually sat and had like deep conversations about everything. And she said their marriage has been like that open door of communication has been like
Right.
the best thing that they could have ever done for their marriage. And they did this like without going to therapy or anything. It was like they don't recommend it for everybody. Like if you're not emotionally mature and
Yeah.
you can't handle your stuff being put up to a
Hmm.
mirror, then it's not for you to do.
Hmm.
But you know, when you said that, it kind of triggered that video that I saw. But she was
Do
like,
you know how old the couple was? Like, were they
they
newly
were like
married?
our age. They were
Okay.
like our age, like you know, around our age.
Okay.
It was just to the point where it's like, listen, we either gonna get a divorce. Like they was ready to divorce.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. And they wrote down every single thing. I mean, I don't like how you chew. I don't like how you roll your
Hmm.
eye. Everything.
Oh, wow.
Everything. Everything. And they went.
I don't like how you chew. Like, wow.
But what I'm saying is I think,
Damn.
you know what I mean, in a like to me, in a mature relationship, like especially if it gets to that point, it needs to be had because we all, you know what I mean, or you want to be like if you like constantly suppressing things, that stuff starts to mess with your health.
Yeah, you know what?
It's not healthy to live in a fantasy. It's not healthy for the individual.
You know what, Tara? You said you just, I think Tyra just said something about I don't like the way you chew, and you were like, "Whoa!" We had that conversation
Yes,
about
we
me
have.
on
Yes,
this
we
show,
have.
where
Hmm.
I like hearing people chew. Just
Grates my nerves.
what's it called?
I don't know what it's called, but you and I
Oh,
share that. Like, I know you and I have had this conversation in the past about like, because like when Goose is eating like an apple for per se, like, and I know apples are crunchy, but I'll be like, "Dude, why are you chewing it so loud?"
and the funny thing about it, I'm conscious of it myself,
Right.
but unless I know that you have a problem with it, I'm okay with it. Like if Tyra was like, "Yo, I can't stand it when I hear you chew." I'm like, I'll be chewing some gummy bears or something in the bed, and it's making a lot of noise. And I'll mess around and like if she had a problem with it, I would like put a pillow over my mouth or something. Like I would make sure she didn't hear it because that's how much it bothers me to hear people chew.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just a weird thing. But
Yeah. No.
when she started talking about that, I started to laugh a little bit because it reminded me of that episode of the Cosby Show when Claire and Cliff did that, and they
Oh.
wrote down a list of
Mhm.
stuff, and he wrote down a few things. And he was done, and she was still writing.
I remember that.
And he got mad and picked up the paper.
And was pretending like, oh, I got more stuff because she was perfect.
Yeah.
And another thing.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, it's to me, it's just like, you know, when you managing a difficult employee, like at some point we got to sit down and talk about what you're doing.
The absolute
You know
worst.
what I mean? Like it has to be had. Like
Yeah.
it just has to be had. Like, and if you're not, what I learned basically, like marriage exposes
Yeah,
you.
but you know what though? I understand what you're saying about the difficult employee, but I wouldn't even put it on the same level because
Yeah.
for me, it ain't no emotion there.
Mm-hmm.
You got a job to do. You ain't doing your job. If you do it, I'll find somebody that's going to do it for you. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't no emotion there. My heart ain't nothing. My heart not into that.
Mm,
You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So I understand the conflict piece, but
Right.
but the emotion piece isn't in there.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, good topic. Good topic.
Yeah. Brought to you by Goose.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Great
Goose.
job. Great job.
Strong J.
Does anybody have a final twist by chance? But I know we've been just first time back in like 6 months. But
I couldn't think of anything.
I got one.
Of course you.
all right, you got the floor because I don't have one. Do you have one?
Mm-mm.
Well, you
All
holding
right.
it down for us today.
So I found a quote that said, don't know who said it. No matter your age, you'll always wish you started younger. But today is the youngest you'll ever be. So start today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have seen
Perfect.
that quote.
Oh, I know who said that. Eleanor Roosevelt said that.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome. That was good.
That
That
was
was
it.
good. So that's for everybody out there that's like, there's
Yeah.
look, you ain't gonna get no younger.
You're not gonna get no. Do
Nope.
it. Do it.
You gonna get no younger.
Yep.
If you
Stay up.
do it and failed, at least you can say you
You
tried.
tried. Nothing beats a failure but a try. Oh, that's my final twist. I'm piggybacking off of his. Nothing beats a failure but a try. So do it. God damn it.
All right. Well, with that being said, I guess we're gonna get up out of here. My mouse, the battery on my mouse dies. So I gotta do everything. Like that's why I've been like,
Oh, you got
off.
so close. What if-
Yeah, the battery on my mouse just died just all of a
oh
sudden.
man.
So yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. We appreciate y'all hanging with us here on the 10-7 show with Tara Goose and myself. We will be back out here maybe next Sunday. We don't know. But maybe next Sunday we'll be out here. We're not really sure.
Watch the show. If not, pish posh.
Just watch this one over and over and over again until we
Until
come
you
back.
see a new one go up. That's it.
Yeah, we won't be if we not back next week. We won't be going for long.
No, we definitely won't.
Exactly.
Not
And make sure you follow us on social media, on Instagram at 10-7, on TikTok at 10.7 and the number 6. No idea why that's there, but but it's there.
I didn't even know we had a TikTok.
So and then of course follow the Neutrals Radio channel on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're gonna get up out of here and hold on, here we go. Jermaine said, I don't like how she scrambles eggs. He's talking about like lip.
Get out.
So we're gonna get up out of here. We appreciate y'all hanging with us on 10-7 show. We'll talk to y'all next time. Peace
All
out.
right, y'all be safe.
Bye. He's trying to close us out, but his mouse died.
All right.